Welcome back to our channel, Valuable Coins Hub. These rare states quarter-dollar coins make people rich. Let's find out why. Don't miss out one of these who know a single coin could make you rich. Number 1, what if I told you that hiding in plain sight, right in your coin jar or tucked away in an old drawer, might be a United States quarter from 1999. But not just any quarter. This one's from New Jersey, and it's got some surprises that collectors all over the country are hunting for right now. So don't blink, don't skip, and absolutely don't leave early, because I'm going to walk you through something really special about this coin's uniqueness and the crazy value it might carry today if you have the right one. Now, the 1999 New Jersey quarter is part of the very first year of the famous 50-state quarters program launched by the United States Mint. That alone makes it significant, because back then, this was something fresh, something exciting, each state finally being honored on a coin of its own. But the New Jersey quarter has even more to offer than just being part of the early wave. Let's take a moment to imagine this coin in your hand. It's beautifully designed with the scene of General George Washington crossing the Delaware River during the Revolutionary War. That powerful imagery doesn't just show history. It represents bravery, strategy, and the fighting spirit of a young America rising against all odds. Collectors love this scene. It's dramatic, it's bold, and it captures a crucial moment in U.S. history. Now here's where things get really exciting. While millions of these coins were made, only a tiny fraction have survived in pristine, untouched, shiny condition. Most were circulated heavily, passed through hands, pocketed, spent, and worn down in everyday use. But if you find one in uncirculated or proof-like condition, it's not just a coin anymore, it's a collector's dream. And let me tell you, some of these 1999 New Jersey quarters aren't just rare because of their condition. Some are rare because of mint errors that slipped through during production. There are examples out there with double dies, off-center strikes, weak edges, or even unusual metal compositions that happen due to machinery faults at the U.S. Mint. And when you combine historical value, beautiful artwork, and a printing error all in one coin, you've got something that collectors go absolutely wild for. Some of these coins have sold at coin shows in cities like Chicago or Los Angeles for high collector prices depending on the flaw, the sharpness of the strike, and overall preservation. Imagine someone spotting that tiny difference and walking out with a pocket full of cash just because they paid attention. Now here's something every coin hunter and collector should know. If you want to really protect the value of your New Jersey quarter, or any coin, don't store it loosely with other change. Use a clear coin capsule or a soft plastic sleeve to keep it safe from scratches, air, and moisture, and always try to avoid cleaning it, because that actually lowers the value in many cases. Collectors want originality. That natural, untouched finish means everything. Also, check both sides under a bright light or magnifying lens. You never know what detail might be waiting to reveal itself. And here's a collector's insider tip. Try to look for coins from the Philadelphia or Denver Mint that have bold features or doubling, especially on the letters or numbers. They might seem small, but that's exactly what makes them extremely valuable in the collector's market. So what about the value? Well, most circulated versions may just be worth a small collector premium, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about special editions, mint condition specimens, and known error coins that have sold in coin auctions and rare shops for up to $3,000. Yes, a single 1999 New Jersey quarter sold for that much in great condition, and depending on the type of error or level of preservation, some rare examples have gone even higher in private collector deals. You might find one that's worth $500 in a casual marketplace, or even one that fetched over $2,000 in a Florida coin auction. And if you find one with a well-documented mint error, it might just be your ticket to an amazing payday. So if you're a collector, or even just curious about the value hiding in your loose change, check every quarter you come across. Because that little coin with Washington's boat might just be your next big discovery. Thanks so much for staying with us today. These coin stories are more than just numbers. They're real treasures waiting to be found. If you enjoyed this little adventure into coin collecting, make sure to hit the like button, tap subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any rare coin discoveries we share next. Number 2. We're talking about a coin that looks simple at first glance. But trust me, this one tells a powerful story and holds some pretty thrilling secrets. Yes, it's the United States of America 2001 Vermont quarter dollar, and there's more to this small piece of metal than meets the eye. So stay with me till the end of this video because I'm going to walk you through the uniqueness and rarity of this coin in a way that could completely change your perspective on pocket change. Whether you're a beginner in collecting or a die-hard treasure hunter, this is one video you can't afford to skip. Back in 2001, the Vermont quarter was released as part of the U.S. Mint's legendary 50-state quarters program, and it was met with excitement across the country. Now Vermont is famous for many things, but this coin captures something really special about the state's deep-rooted traditions and natural beauty. The design on this quarter is breathtaking. It features Camel's Hump Mountain in the background and a person tapping maple trees for syrup. That scene isn't just peaceful. It's iconic. It reflects Vermont's rich connection to the land and its proud agricultural history. But here's where things get really interesting. While millions of these coins were minted, not all of them are created equal. In fact, a very small number of Vermont quarters from 2001 were struck with errors that turned them from everyday change into collector's treasures. Some were struck off-center, others show doubling on the letters or numbers, and a few even display weak strikes where the image or date looks faded or incomplete. And believe me, those little mistakes from the mint, they're not a flaw. They're a jackpot for collectors. Now let's talk condition because this is where the value really starts to grow. If your Vermont quarter has been sitting untouched in a coin folder or was stored safely in mint condition, you might be holding something rare. Coins that have no scratches, perfect luster, and strong details are what serious collectors fight over at shows and online auctions. Imagine this. Someone in Dallas once found a pristine Vermont quarter with a minor die crack near the edge, and it sold for hundreds at a local coin expo. And in another case, a collector in New York got lucky with a misaligned die strike and sold it privately for even more. It's these rare examples that keep the demand for this coin alive and strong. And here's a little tip for all my fellow collectors watching this right now. When you're examining a Vermont quarter, always look closely at the trees, the mountain lines, and especially the lettering around the edge of the coin. That's where you'll most likely spot doubling or fading from minting issues. And if you find one with a rotated die, where the front and back don't line up exactly when flipped, that's a highly desirable error that can increase your coin's value dramatically. Keep your coins in clear protective cases to avoid scratches and store them in a cool, dry place to preserve their shine. Never try to clean them because even a little polishing can ruin a coin's value completely. Collectors want coins that show natural aging and original surfaces. So if you've got a 2001 Vermont state quarter in brilliant condition or one with even a slight minting error, you could be looking at a seriously valuable find. These coins have been known to sell at auctions and private deals across the country for as high as $1,200 depending on the quality and error rarity. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1,200 for a single quarter found in perfect condition or with an error that makes it unique. That's the kind of find every coin hunter dreams of, and it's not just a fantasy. It's real. So start checking your coin rolls, your old change jars, or even that drawer you never clean out because the Vermont quarter might just be in there quietly waiting for someone to notice its worth. Thanks for watching and sharing this amazing journey into the world of rare coins with me. Number 3. We're diving into the breathtaking beauty and hidden value of the 2012 Denali quarter dollar from the United States of America, and let me tell you something, this coin is not just about looks. There's real collector magic behind it, and I'm going to reveal exactly why this piece of metal could be way more valuable than most people realize. Now don't blink and don't skip ahead because in this video I'm going to show you the rarity, the unique features, and those mysterious mint errors that could turn this simple coin into something that collectors are paying serious money for right now. So stay with me till the end, and you just might find yourself one step closer to a discovery that could seriously pay off. The Denali quarter was released in 2012 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, and it honors the stunning Denali National Park located in the wild heart of Alaska. On the back of the coin, you'll see one of the most powerful designs ever minted. It features a massive grizzly bear standing strong against the towering Denali mountain range. The artwork is fierce, bold, and completely unforgettable. Collectors absolutely love the design because it combines natural strength with the untouched beauty of the Alaskan wilderness. And when you add that to the fact that this coin came out late in the series, you start to understand why fewer people held on to it. And here's where things get even more interesting. While the U.S. Mint produced these quarters in high numbers, the true value lies in the quality and the errors. Not all Denali quarters were created equal, and some were struck with mint mistakes that now make them extremely desirable in the world of coin collecting. There are known examples of double die errors, especially on the front with the words United States of America and Liberty appearing slightly doubled under magnification. Some coins have off-center strikes or soft edges where part of the design fades away due to weak pressure during minting. And every time one of those flawed coins pops up, it gets snapped up quickly by collectors who know what they're looking for. Even more fascinating are coins struck on the wrong planchet or ones that have unusual toning from metal exposure. These types of rare versions have already sold at coin shows and private auctions in cities like Atlanta or Phoenix, and sometimes they go for big numbers depending on the condition and type of error. And let me give you this tip as a collector: when checking your Denali quarter, always use a strong light or a magnifying lens and pay close attention to the lettering around the edge and the sharpness of the grizzly bear's claws. That's where most of the subtle errors show up, and even the smallest difference can make your coin extremely valuable to someone who collects rare issues or builds full sets with variations. Also, if you have one of these coins and it looks uncirculated, no scratches, sharp shine, clear strike, don't toss it in with the rest of your change. Keep it in a clear plastic capsule or a coin flip so the surface stays perfect and untouched, because condition always adds value in the collector's world. And don't ever try to clean it no matter how dull it looks, because natural wear is part of the story and collectors prefer original untouched finishes over something artificially polished. Now here's the part that makes this journey worth it. If you find a Denali quarter from 2012 with a known error or in flawless mint state condition, your coin could be worth as much as $1,500 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1,500 for a single quarter that's been sitting quietly waiting for the right collector to notice it. Some have sold for over $1,000 at private auctions and even at coin shows in places like Las Vegas or San Diego, and they're only becoming more valuable as time goes on because demand is rising and supply is limited. So go check those coin rolls, your savings jars, or even ask friends and family if they've got old quarters they never looked closely at before. Because the Denali quarter might just be hiding right under your nose, and it could be your key to a valuable discovery. Top 4. We're talking about the 2000 United States quarter dollar from the great state of Maryland. But wait, don't you dare scroll away, because the uniqueness and the rare beauty of this coin could surprise you in ways you didn't expect. There's more to this one than just 25 cents. When this coin was released in the year 2000 as part of the historic 50-state quarters program, collectors across the nation were excited. And Maryland, oh wow, what a proud design it brought to the table. The coin features the gorgeous Maryland State House dome, standing tall and strong with branches of the white oak wrapped around it like a symbol of heritage, dignity, and history. But this isn't just about the artwork. It's about what lies beneath the surface. Some of these Maryland quarters are more than just nice looking. They are rare, they are hard to find, and they are in high demand among collectors who know exactly what to look for. See, millions of these coins were produced, yes, but not all of them were struck perfectly. And that's exactly where things get exciting for collectors like us. There are Maryland quarters out there with fascinating mint errors, and that's where the value starts to grow and grow. Some of these coins were struck off-center, others have die cracks or doubling, where parts of the design or lettering look slightly thicker or shadowed. These aren't just mistakes. They're treasures because they happened at the mint, which makes them official errors, and collectors go crazy over those. One Maryland quarter found in Denver had doubling on the word Liberty and a small die chip on the oak leaves. It sold in a coin show in Texas for a price that left jaws on the floor. Another collector in New Jersey spotted a quarter with a smooth edge and a faint state outline, and that unusual feature led to a very happy sale. These rare errors aren't just random. They're documented, valued, and rising in collector popularity year after year. And the better the condition, the higher the value. So here's something every coin hunter needs to hear. If you're lucky enough to find a 2000 Maryland quarter in mint state, shiny, untouched, with no wear, no scratches, and especially if it has a known error, then congratulations. You're holding something that's no longer just change. It's part of American numismatic history. Now for all you collectors watching this, let me share a few tips that can help you take your hunt to the next level. Always keep a magnifying glass nearby when you go through your coins. Focus on the edges of the coin, the words Maryland and 2000, and especially the details in the oak leaves. Those are the hot spots for doubling and weak strikes. And never clean your coin. Cleaning ruins the natural surface and takes away value. What might look like a smudge to you could be a toning pattern that collectors love to see just the way it is. Store your valuable quarters in coin capsules or flips. Keep them away from moisture and dust because condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. And if you spot a possible error, compare it to reference photos online or take it to a reputable coin dealer. Sometimes even the smallest variation can turn a coin from average to amazing. Now I know you're wondering, what's the real value? What's this Maryland quarter really worth if you've got the right one? Well, here it is. If your 2000 Maryland quarter has a confirmed mint error, or it's in flawless, uncirculated condition, it could sell for as much as $1,000 in today's collector market. Yes, $1,000 for a single quarter. And that's not a made-up number. Coins like this have already sold in auctions across the U.S., in places like Las Vegas, Chicago, and Orlando. Real collectors paid real money because they knew exactly what they were getting. So now is the time to start hunting. Check your spare change, dig through your old coin rolls, and ask your family if they've been saving any quarters from the early 2000s. Because your next big find might be waiting for you right now, unnoticed and underappreciated. Number 5, and last expensive coin. We're diving into a quarter that doesn't just hold history. It holds mystery, beauty, and the kind of hidden value that collectors go absolutely wild for. This little coin, this simple piece of metal, could be quietly sitting in your change jar, hiding in an old drawer, or riding around in your car's cup holder right now, and most people wouldn't even think twice about it. But if you've got the 2009 American Samoa United States quarter dollar in your hands, you better listen closely, because this coin has something special, something rare, and something that's turning ordinary collectors into excited discoverers every single day. Now don't even think about skipping this video, because I'm going to tell you exactly what makes this coin so unique, how to spot the versions that are worth serious money, and why this quarter is quickly becoming one of the most talked about coins from the entire U.S. Mints Territory series. So, the American Samoa quarter was released in 2009 as part of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters program, and let me tell you, this coin brought something totally different to the table. On the reverse of the coin, you'll find a gorgeous design showing a Samoan fruit bat hanging upside down with its baby clinging tightly to it. That image alone, full of natural strength and quiet love, captured the hearts of many, but more than that, it made this coin unforgettable. It celebrates the wildlife of the Pacific Islands, and it honors the culture and heritage of American Samoa in a way no coin had ever done before. Collectors instantly took notice of this one, not just for its design, but because it was one of the final quarters of the decade and it marked the end of a historic coin program that included all 50 states plus territories. Now let's talk about rarity, because here's where things get really interesting. While millions were made, only a limited amount came out in pristine condition, and even fewer carried the kinds of mint errors that make a collector's heart race with excitement. There are known errors on the 2009 American Samoa quarter that can seriously increase its value. Some have die cracks that show up like raised lines near the bat's wings or the tree branches. Others have off-center strikes, weak edges, or doubling on the words e pluribus unum and the date. These kinds of errors are not just mistakes. They're golden opportunities for anyone who knows what to look for. Collectors are snatching up these coins with errors because they're not easy to find, and the ones that are still out there in perfect condition are becoming more and more valuable as the years go by. Imagine finding one in your pocket change and realizing you've been carrying around a collector's prize without even knowing it. That happens more often than you'd think. Now, for all my fellow collectors out there, here's what you need to know when searching for the valuable version of this coin. First, always examine your American Samoa quarter under a good light. Look closely at the bat's wings, the baby's outline, the edge details, and the lettering. Doubling often shows up in those places, and die breaks usually creep along the outer design or inside the tree area. Second, if your coin has strong shine, clean surfaces, no scratches, and perfect edges, you're in luck. Uncirculated or mint state coins are in high demand, especially when they come with that extra sparkle that shows they've never been passed around or damaged. And here's a very important reminder. Never clean your coin. Even if you think you're helping, polishing or rubbing your coin removes natural toning and detail, and that can destroy its collector value completely. Instead, store it safely in a clear capsule or coin holder, And if you believe it has an error or it looks sharper than most, take it to a reputable coin dealer or collector for a closer look. You never know. You could be holding something extremely rare. So now the big question. How much is this coin really worth? Well, if you've got a 2009 American Samoa quarter in mint state condition, or one with a known and verified mint error, it could be worth up to $1,400 depending on the exact issue and the condition. Yes, $1,400 for a single quarter that was originally worth just 25 cents. And coins like these have already been sold in major collector markets and auctions in cities like Atlanta, Seattle, and Las Vegas. So this is not just a rumor, it's real, and it's happening right now. So go check your pockets, your drawers, your jars, and even your old coin rolls, because that quiet little quarter with the fruit bat on the back might just be the rarest thing you own without even knowing it. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you enjoyed this rare coin discovery and want more exciting stories just like this one, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss a coin that could change your life. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and always remember, sometimes the most valuable things in life come in the smallest sizes. And